Buckle up, because we're diving headfirst into the wildest kaiju conspiracy you've never heard of, the Godzilla Multiverse. Forget everything you think you know about the king of the monsters. He's not just one giant lizard stomping Tokyo, he's a whole species, splintered across parallel universes, and every movie reboot you've ever watched. They're not remakes. They're windows into different realities, each with its own Godzilla, its own origin, and its own brand of chaos. Radiation, aliens, ancient magic, pick your poison. Because Toho Studios has been feeding us glimpses of a multiversal invasion, and they're hiding the truth about a real kaiju apocalypse that's closer than we think. Let's break this down. The 1954 Godzilla? That's the OG, born from nuclear fallout, a walking metaphor for humanity's sins. He's slow, deliberate, a force of vengeance melting cities with atomic breath. But then you've got the 9x version, spikier, meaner, fighting alien monsters like Ghidorah. That's not a redesign. That's a different Godzilla, one tampered with by extraterrestrial overlords pulling strings from another dimension. Fast forward to Shin Godzilla, twitching, evolving, a nightmare of flesh and fury. That's no mutation. That's a beast forged by ancient forbidden magic leaking through a rift in reality. And don't get me started on the MonsterVerse Godzilla, the Titan protector battling Kong. He's from a universe where kaiju are Earth's immune system, not its destroyers. Same name, same roar, but these aren't the same creature. They're a species, a multiversal family of destruction, and every film is a peek behind a different curtain. Now you're probably thinking, Toho's just rebooting the franchise to cash in, right? Wrong. Think about it. Why do these movies feel so distinct? The tone, the origin stories, the way Godzilla moves, they're not random. Toho's dropping breadcrumbs, showing us parallel worlds where these monsters reign supreme. The goofy Showa era with jetpacks and Manila? That's a reality where humanity tamed the kaiju, at least for a while. The dark, gritty Heisei era? A universe where we lost control, and the aliens won. Legendary's epic showdowns? A dimension where titans rule, and we're just ants in their sandbox. Coincidence? I don't think so. Toho's been at this for 70 years, and they're not just recycling a monster, they're documenting a multiverse, piece by stomping piece. But here's where it gets insane. What if Toho knows more than they're letting on? What if these films aren't fiction, but warnings? Picture this. Somewhere out there, in the real world, a kaiju invasion is brewing. Not just one Godzilla, but dozens, hundreds, pouring through dimensional cracks. One's a radioactive nightmare frying cities. Another's an alien puppet tearing through fleets. A third's a magical colossus summoned by some cult we haven't found yet. Toho's seen the signs, maybe seismic readings off Japan's coast, maybe leaked footage they've buried, and they're disguising the truth as blockbuster entertainment. Every reboot's a test. How much can they show us before we connect the dots? They're not just filmmakers, they're gatekeepers, holding back panic while the multiverse unravels. And the evidence? It's everywhere. Why else does Godzilla keep coming back no matter how many times we kill him? Why do Mothra, Rodan, and the rest show up in every timeline like they're tied to the same cosmic thread? Because these aren't isolated stories, they're distress signals from dying realities. Toho's playing the long game, feeding us just enough to keep us hooked, but not enough to spark a global freakout. But the cracks are showing. The reboots are getting faster, the monsters bigger, the stakes higher. They can't hide it forever. Somewhere, right now, a dorsal fin's cutting through the ocean, or a portal, and we're not ready. So next time you watch a Godzilla flick, don't just see a monster movie. See the truth. He's not one king. He's many, from worlds we can't even fathom, and Toho's been trying to tell us without saying it outright. The Godzilla multiverse isn't a theory, it's a conspiracy, and the invasion's already started. We're just too busy buying popcorn to notice.